Hello, how's it going everyone? It's DuckSauce back here for another video. Today we're going to be playing some Tetris 99 yet again. With the last gameplay, I was playing in marathon mode just to kind of get myself warmed up. But for this next video, I'm going to go ahead and do some actual Tetris 99. Now, I will say I am not very good at this mode, mainly because I have been just, going ahead and playing on marathon mode. Usually when I play the game, mainly because I am trying to practice for NES Tetris. I know it's probably not the smartest thing to do, being that NES Tetris is completely different than any modern Tetris game. But I guess we'll give Tetris 99 a shot and see where this goes. Alright, so I'm not really good at this mode in Tetris. Like I said, I haven't really been playing much of the Battle Royale part of this. Like I said, I mainly am playing this to train for NES Tetris, which is kind of dumb, being that classic Tetris is completely different than any modern day Tetris, being that with NES Tetris, so basically I'll describe to you exactly what makes modern Tetris completely different than this style of play. Okay, so as I previously said, I was mainly playing this version of Tetris mainly because I've been trying to train for classic Tetris, NES Tetris, and I know that's not the smartest thing to do, being that any modern day Tetris is completely different than any modern day Tetris game. For many reasons, which is what I'm going to be basing this video around, is the differences between modern day Tetris and classic Tetris. So I'm going to be going over a few points here. So I guess we'll start off with the pieces that you get. For modern day Tetris, you are basically guaranteed any of the pieces. So there's like a randomizer with classic Tetris. With classic Tetris, it's mainly based off of RNG, random number generator. So you can't be too sure which pieces you're going to get. But with modern day Tetris, you are guaranteed one of the 7 pieces that there are, which makes classic Tetris so difficult, because you have to build your stack in a way that accommodates for any piece set that you're gonna get. But with modern day Tetris, you're guaranteed one of the 7 pieces every round. So there's gonna be a bag of 7, and yeah, you're gonna be guaranteed all of those pieces. Another thing to mention is with modern Tetris, you have the ability to hold a piece. So see how I have this S piece here? I can swap it for the J piece in the top left corner. So if I do that with the right trigger. With modern, classic Tetris, you have to use each piece. You can't switch anything out. If you say you made a mistake like I just did, you have to use the pieces in a way, again, to accommodate for any piece that you're gonna get, being that the pieces are gonna be completely random in classic Tetris. Another thing is, you see how we have the ability to see if the piece slams down on the other pieces. You have the ability to shift over the piece and move it, before you actually slam the piece down. But with Classic Tetris, you have only one chance to place the piece, or else it's gonna you're basically screwed. So basically, with modern Tetris, it makes it so much easier for you to make decisions. You know, you have more time to think about where you want to place your piece, and yeah. Another thing about modern day Tetris is the ability to slam down pieces quickly. So if I press up on the D-pad, it quickly just slams the piece down so that you can cycle through pieces and clear lines faster. Wow, what the heck? Gosh darn it. Clean this up. So that's a good thing with modern Tetris, is it makes it so much quicker. We live in a world now where people want instant gratification. So being that you're able to press down or press up and slam down the piece, it just makes the gameplay so much quicker. And so the last thing I should mention about modern day Tetris, or the differences between modern day Tetris and classic Tetris, is the fact that you have the ability to see 6 pieces, a 6-piece preview. Now with classic Tetris, you only have one piece that you get to see, which makes it that much more difficult to plan out where you're gonna put your pieces, and you know, build an efficient stack so that it accommodates any piece that you place down. So I guess that's why we have a CTWC, a Classic World Championship, whatever, is because with Classic Tetris, it requires so much more brain power and just you know, high IQ strats, and yeah, it just makes it, you know, the stakes so much higher, being that, you know, you have to really build efficiently, you have to really think about where you're gonna place your pieces, you know, how you're gonna clear your stack, and then, you know, it has a lot to do with your survival skills as well, being that if you're playing against somebody, you can't always guarantee that they're gonna top out, because you never know, maybe you'll, you know, misdrop and you'll have to be the one to dig your way out of a situation. So it's so super important that if you are training for CTWC or any Tetris competition, to really practice your cleaning skills. So say if I like misdrop something, and here I'm gonna just create a scenario where I have to clean up. Okay, so you have to be able to clear this stuff out in the most efficient way possible. So I'm going to take these long pieces and I'm going to put them in places where I can clear them out quickly. Now, I know I'm not the best at Tetris, but I definitely have gotten a lot better since I first started playing about a year ago. So see, I was able to clear out of that super quickly. And now I'm back to the bottom and I can start setting up a Tetris. So being able to do that is super important, and you have to practice survival skills for NES Tetris, because, you know, you're basically trying to play as long as possible, because you're hoping that your opponent in a Tetris match is gonna top out. So being able to survive as long as possible is super important. Now I'm trying to go for at least a top 5 here. I've only gotten first place once, so I do have Invictus mode unlocked, which is a mode of this game where, again, the stakes are a lot higher, being that the starting speed is a lot quicker, and it basically gets super wild. I don't know how to describe it. Basically, the drop speed it starts off really quick, and then it evolves into a nearly impossible way to stack, being that, you know, yeah, you get the ability to slide your pieces as they drop, but when the pieces are dropping so quickly, sometimes you can't shift your piece quick enough because the speed is so high. So you have to basically build your stack in like this pyramid kind of slope so that you can slide your pieces very easily. Which I haven't really practiced, but you know, I feel like that'll be a nice series of videos for me to upload, is me practicing Invictus mode and trying to, you know, figure out the most efficient way, you know, practice the most efficient way to stack for that mode, which is the sloping method. Another thing I want to definitely practice is sniping on here, because I honestly, when I play this kind of Tetris 99, this classic mode, I don't really go to strike. I kind of just play to play. I don't really, you know, focus on what everybody else is doing. I kind of just play for the heck of it, which is the way I usually play games. Is I just play to have fun. I don't really play to win, which is something I'm definitely gonna change, because I think it'll be really interesting to see me learn how to, you know, play this mode efficiently and to win. I mean, I got 12th, or what is it? No, I got 13th, which is not too bad, and I'm kind of satisfied with that. I was hoping for a top 10, but I think that should do. I think for my next video, I am gonna record some NES Tetris. I've only played it a couple of times, but I ordered like a really crap NES controller, so I recently reordered a classic NES controller, like a authentic one. But I realized that the input port isn't USB, so I had to get the adapter for it, which is coming in today. So for my next video, I'll definitely record some NES Tetris, even if I'm really bad at it. I think you guys will enjoy that. Alrighty, so that's it for today's video. I know it's a kind of short one, but I thought it would be interesting to share with you the differences between NES Tetris and modern Tetris. Alrighty, so you guys have a great day. Peace out, guys.